My beloved child, I speak to you from the depths of my heart. I ask you, take a moment, just a breath of time, and hear my voice. Above all the noise, above every worry, above all that weighs you down, you don't have to prove anything. You may simply be there and receive. I am here, for I have not forgotten you. You may have thought you were alone. When the days darkened, when no answer appeared, when you became a stranger to yourself, you asked yourself, am I even seen? Is there anyone who truly knows me? I say to you, yes, I have seen you. In your silence, in your sighing, in your last spark of hope, which you could barely feel, even when you hid yourself out of fear, out of weariness, out of pain. My gaze never lost you. For I am the light that does not extinguish even in the deepest darkness. And you, my child, were never invisible to me. I remember every tear you have cried, including those that ran silently over your cheeks when no one was watching. None of them have been lost. I have caught every single one, with the same care with which a father preserves his child's first word. And in all that became too much for you, I was there. I was there even when you could not feel me. I held your heart when it threatened to break. You may have thought you had to save yourself, but I say to you now, you do not have to fight any longer. I have come to carry you, to comfort you, to bring you home. Like the father who runs to meet his lost son, I hasten to meet you. With open arms, with a heart full of joy. You have not gone too far. You were only on the way back to me, and I have hoped for you every second of the way. You have not been overlooked, my child. You are being prepared. All that you have experienced, the tajist, the quietness, the inexplicable, has not destroyed you, but shaped you. For this moment, for the beginning that is now being born, you were never at the mercy of chance. You were under my protection, even if it did not seem so to you. And now something new begins, something that I have long held ready for you, something that waits for you, like the morning for the rising sun. Soon you will understand that nothing was lost, that every pain becomes a song that your soul can sing. You will rise up with new strength, and you will recognize, I am with you in every place, at every time, and that which you thought was the end was only my gentle beginning. There will be light where there was darkness. Love will flow where before there was emptiness. Your story is not over. It is only just being written with golden ink in my heart. And now, my child, open yourself. Not with fear, but with trust. Give me only a small yes, a quiet, sincere yes, and I will show you the way. I will touch your heart. I will lift your gaze, and you will feel peace enter. You do not have to understand everything. You may simply believe, and step by step, you will be carried. I bless you with peace, with clarity, with an inner knowing that you are being guided. You are mine. I love you. I was there. I am there. And I will be there. Always. And as you are now with me, my beloved child, I want to tell you something that goes so deep that perhaps no other has ever been able to express it. I know how much it hurts. I know your pain, not only in words, but in its silent echo. I heard it when you yourself thought no one heard you. For sometimes the heart cries out in a way that no sound leaves, and yet its voice was louder to me than any thunder. Your pain reached my heart, my child, and I was there. Not distant, not silent, but with you. In your darkest hour, there where all others left, I remained. I was there when the rift occurred, when that which was important to you broke, when trust was violated, when love departed, when you lost something that no one should ever have taken from you. I was there, not as a witness, but as a companion, not to observe you, but to hold you when you yourself could no longer do so. You do not need to hide this pain, not from me, not any longer. You do not have to pull yourself together or pretend to be strong. I have already loved you in your brokenness, not less, not hesitantly, but with the whole power of my infinite mercy. For I have never seen only the wound in you. I have always also seen the healing that slumbers within you. My son also wept. He also cried out, felt forsaken, suffered, and yet he was never alone. Just as you were never alone, even when it seemed otherwise to you. Even when it felt as if the heavens were closed, you were held in a space beyond that which you could comprehend. You were enveloped in my compassion, my child, in a divine pity that does not turn away, but rather delves deeply into that which you carry. Your suffering is not meaningless, even if no human can explain it, even if no words suffice. I say to you, it is not in vain. It is the quiet echo of your imminent healing. Every pain that you have lived through is like a seed, hidden beneath tears that will one day bear fruit. I know this sounds distant, perhaps too grand, but my child, my gaze reaches further than yours. I see what is coming. I see who you will become. Do not let your pain be your truth. It is real, yes, it is deep, but it is not the end of your story. It is the threshold. It is the place where I touch you anew. And from this very place, from the darkness, from the rift, from the longing, new life will arise. Not through your strength, but through mine. You do not need to know how this will happen. You may simply become still. Believe in me. Let me in. And if you can, then open your heart just a little today. Just a tiny bit. And I will come in with comfort that floods you, with a peace that needs no explanation. I will uplift you, not with pressure, but with love. I will restore you, not in haste, but in depth. I am here. I was always here. And I love you, not despite your wounds, but through them. Let us pray together. Fold your hands, or simply lay them gently on your heart. Breathe deeply. Beloved child, let go of everything that still burdens you now. Let the thoughts drift away like clouds, and give me these few minutes in which you have to do nothing except to receive. My child, I thank you for coming to me, not because you are perfect, but because you are honest, because you yearn, because you hope, because you trust me, even when you do not understand everything. I see you in your stillness, in your doubt, in your longing for light. And I am here, with open arms, with a heart full of patience. I now take your pain into my hands. I hold that which you yourself can no longer carry. I speak peace over your thoughts, rest over your soul, and hope into that which seems dark. You have to prove nothing. You may simply be loved, recognized, enveloped. I forgive you where you cannot forgive yourself. I honor your courage to go on, and I touch the wounds in your heart with my healing light. Today, in this moment, a new chapter is opened, not because everything suddenly changes, but because you begin to give me space. Trust me, even when you do not see where it is going. Trust me, for I see it. I have prepared your way, and I walk every step by your side. Pause, my child. Feel my presence, so still, so gentle, and yet infinitely powerful. I love you. I bless you. I do not let go. What you give to me will not be lost. What you let go of will not fall into emptiness. I carry you today, tomorrow, always. Amen? And so, my beloved child, I now say to you something that your soul has long needed. You have to prove nothing. Not before the world, not before others, not even before yourself. and certainly not before me. Lay down your weapons, all the thoughts that drive you, all the doubts that haunt you, all the striving that was born of fear. You do not need to fight, for I fight for you. My protection surrounds you. My gaze goes before you. My strength is effective in you, even when you do not feel it. You have believed that being strong means persevering. You have learned to hide your tears, to bury your pain, to keep running, even when your soul could barely go on. But true strength does not lie in never falling. True strength is shown in the moment when you trust me while you are falling. You are not less worthy when you are weak. You are not less loved when you fail. I do not see you with the eyes of the world. I see your heart, and that is enough for me. Your worth was never dependent on what you achieve, accomplish, or do. Your worth does not lie in your productivity, not in your success, not in your control. Your worth lies solely in the fact that you are my child. From the beginning, even before you could do anything, I loved you. And nothing that you do or do not do will ever diminish this love. Remember Mary, who sat at my feet. She did nothing. She did not plan. She did not organize. She did not try to please everyone. She was simply there, in my presence, with an open heart, in devotion. And I said, she has chosen the better part. For I do not seek activity. I seek nearness. The world demands that you prove yourself. But I ask, can you trust me without having anything to show? I invite you to live differently. Not driven, but carried. Not performance-oriented, but relationship-oriented. You do not have to have everything under control in order to be accepted. You do not have to appear strong in order to be loved. I do not love you because of your strength, but because I know you completely. In your weariness, in your striving, in your longing. And in all of this, I am with you. What I desire from you is not a doing, but a being. Not a restless striving, but a still heart. I desire your presence, your openness, your quiet willingness to turn to me. You may stop justifying yourself. You may stop comparing yourself. You may let go, not into an abyss, but into my arms. I have not chosen you because you are perfect. I have chosen you because you are mine, and that is enough. Let yourself be reminded. Your right to exist lies not in your contribution, but in your existence. You may be there, imperfect, yet loved, weak, yet held, weary, yet not alone. Trust me, not out of duty, but out of the freedom of knowing that you are safe. I carry you, I see you, I understand you, and I am not far. I am here, now, and I will never leave you. My beloved child, hear me even now when your strength is waning. Perhaps you feel tired. Perhaps you are exhausted from going, from searching, from hoping. Perhaps you feel you can no longer go on. And right there, right in that moment, where your innermost being whispers, I cannot do it, I begin to carry you. You will not fall, for I am the ground beneath your fall. When your feet give way, when you no longer know where to step, when even the next step seems like a mountain to you, then I am there. I am that which catches you. I am that which holds you. Not only in the light, but also in your darkest moment. When your strength fails, my wings begin to envelop you. There where your will trembles, there where your thoughts become too tajist, I spread my nearness over you like a protective cloak. You do not need to fly when you cannot. I fly for you. You do not need to fight when you are weary. I keep watch over your path. You are not alone in the storm. I am with you. I am the one who knows the wind, who calms the waves, who sets limits for the raging sea. And when life shakes you, when everything within you cries out for a safe place, then I am your harbor. I am the calm in the chaos, the peace in the midst of the tumult, the still center amidst your inner turmoil. Like the good shepherd who does not scold his lost sheep, but seeks it, so I come to you. I find you wherever you are, and I take you on my shoulders, not because you have found me, but because I have never lost sight of you. And I carry you very gently, with infinite patience, until your heart beats calmly again, until your breath becomes deep again, until you can rest in me again. You do not need to know how to go on. You do not need to have solutions, a plan, answers. It is enough if you remain there where my voice holds you. It is enough if you let go of what weighs you down and give me your yes, small, trembling, but genuine. For I am the one who smooths the way when you see no more. I am the one who opens doors when you see only walls. There is no shame in your weakness. There is no failure in your standstill. I know you through and through, and nothing in you deters me. I remain, not because you are strong, but because I am faithful. I remain because my love is not bound to your performance. I remain because you are my child, and that you are in every situation, in every condition, in every place. If you wish, simply close your eyes now and lean on me inwardly. Say no word if you lack the words. Weep if you must weep. Be silent if you are exhausted. I am there, and I will carry you until you can stand again. And even beyond that, now we pray. My beloved child, I spread my hands over you and speak peace into your thoughts. I take the heaviness from your shoulders and pour my peace into your heart. You have to achieve nothing in this moment. Just be there. Just breathe. Just feel that you are being held. I am with you in the stillness and in the whisper of your soul. May your heart open to my love, which never ceases. May you feel that you are safe, seen, and loved. Now forever. In me, amen. My beloved child, I want you to grasp something today that is greater than all your mistakes, greater than every memory, greater than everything that binds you to your past. I have erased them, not with accusations, not with punishment, but with love. There are no more chains. Only your faith still believes in them. You consider them real because you have grown accustomed to them. But I tell you, they are broken. What was yesterday, what you did wrong, what shames you, what keeps you small, I have taken it and thrown it into oblivion, as deep as the sea. No human can ever bring it back, nor do you have to. Don't look back with fear. Don't look back with guilt. For I, who created you, do not hold you to what is past. I hold you in what is happening now. I am not the judge of your guilt. I am the source of your transformation. I am the one who does not judge to punish, but to redeem. I do not look at what was, but at what can become when you surrender yourself to me. I see your heart, not your resume. I see your willingness, not your perfection. I see your pain, and I transform it into strength. Think of Peter. He denied me 3 times. He was full of fear, full of doubt, full of guilt. Yet I did not reject him. I called him. I built him up. I drew him to my heart. And then he walked on the water, in the midst of the storm, with trembling faith, but a steadfast gaze. Not because he was strong, but because he remembered who I am. And in that, he found himself again. It will be the same with you. You will remember who you truly are, not the child of the past, not the product of your mistakes, not the victim of your decisions. You are mine. You are called. You are chosen. and you are capable of walking on water, not because you have everything under control, but because I call you. Your old self does not die in punishment. It dies in grace. It is not thrown down, but surrendered into my hands, where it may dissolve. And what emerges from this surrender is new, born anew, not from shame, but from light. You are not repaired. You are renewed. You are not merely improved. You are transformed. Nothing in you is too difficult for me. Nothing in you is too late for me. When you give me your past, I give you a future. And when you give me your guilt, I give you freedom. It begins the moment you say, "Yes, I want to let go." And I will take you by the hand, gently, resolutely, full of love. You don't need to look back. Your path lies before you. You will not be the same, not by your own strength, but because I hold you, because I guide you, because I make you new, day by day, step by step, in my rhythm, in my grace. My beloved child, when you think of tomorrow, you may feel uncertainty. Perhaps you wonder where your path leads, whether there is a plan at all, whether you will ever arrive. I see these questions in you, and I answer not with many explanations, but with a truth that surpasses all fears. Your future belongs to me. I am preparing a place for you that you cannot yet imagine, a space of peace, of freedom, of joy, a path that does not exhaust you, but allows you to flourish. You do not yet need to know it to trust it. You do not need to know what awaits you. It is enough to know who awaits you, and that is me. Your path is not abandoned just because you do not yet see it. It is not empty just because it is still at the moment. Some things are hidden from you, not because I have forgotten you, but because I am protecting you. I reveal step by step, at the right moment, at the right time, in the depth of your trust. The time you perceive as waiting is in truth the moment before the miracle. It is the moment when I prepare everything, in you and around you. Like a gardener who silently nourishes the earth long before the first buds become visible. Do not believe that nothing is happening just because it is quiet. In the silence, I work most deeply. Remember Abraham. I called him without showing him where the journey was going. I gave him no clear destination, only a promise that I am with him. And he became the father of many, not because he knew everything, but because he trusted me. I act not through knowledge, but through faith. Also in you, your tomorrow is already written, not with fear, not with harshness, but with love. I do not write stories of lostness, but of awakening. I do not write chapters of punishment, but of return. Your life is not a work of chance. It is a work of my hands, finely woven, permeated with meaning, even where you cannot yet discern it. When you grow weary, remember, I have not led you this far to leave you alone now. Every step was accompanied, even those in which you felt abandoned. I have not lost sight of your paths. I have watered them with tears of love. And I see where you are going. You are safe. Entrust your future to me, not as a task, but as a gift. Surrender it to me not out of fear, but out of love. For what falls into my hands will not break. It will be completed in my way, in my time, with a goal that you do not yet see, but will soon feel. I am not only the God of your past, I am the God of your coming. And I promise you, it will be good. Not always easy, not always predictable, but deeply good, deeply healing, deeply fulfilling. For you will not walk alone. I walk with you, and your tomorrow will shine. My beloved child, you sometimes ask yourself where I am. You look for signs, for tangible closeness. for something you can grasp in a world that is often cold and loud. You long for proof, for certainty, for a feeling that confirms to you that you are not alone. And so I say to you now, quietly and clearly, I am with you, not only in the moments when you recognize me, but in all, in every breath, in every heartbeat, in every thought that passes through you. Even when you do not feel me, I am closer than your breath. I do not dwell far away in a distant heaven, but in the midst of your inner being. I permeate everything that you are without overwhelming you. I am there, in the gentle movement of your heart, in the rhythm of your soul, in the silent flow of your tears. And when you sleep, when you control nothing anymore, when you have let go, then I sing songs over your spirit, gentle, healing melodies that you may not hear, but that still envelop you like a protective cloak. You were never alone, not a single second, not in pain, not in doubt, not in the lonely nights when you thought no one saw you. I was there, silent, but present, gentle, but mighty. I held you when you fell. I carried you when you could no longer go on. And I waited, patiently, until your heart could hear again. I am the Alpha of your origin and the Omega of your salvation. I was there when you were born, with the first light that your eyes saw, and I will be there when your last breath rises silently. I encompass beginning and end, but I work in the middle, in your now, in your today. In all that you usually consider ordinary, my sacred nearness is hidden. You will recognize me, not because you can prove me, not because you have done everything right. You will recognize me through the peace that suddenly fills your innermost being, without explanation, without cause, simply because I am there. And then, my child, you will know it was always me. It was I who loved you before you could understand yourself. It was I who carried you when you felt nothing anymore. It was I who never left, even when you left. Do not fear the future. Do not fear being alone, for I am there until the end of your time. And even beyond that, you will never be lost in me. You are enveloped by a love that knows no end, by a presence that cannot be broken by anything. You belong to me, and I will be with you, today, tomorrow, and for all eternity.